あ、こんにちは。今日は無断欠勤の社員を探しに来ています。普通は上司が来るべきだと思うんだけどね。この人かな？
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
ごめんね。ところでブラックストーン知らない？
Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got
わ
nothing
かり
for
や
you,
すく目が
sorry.
泳いでるな。おしゃべりしたいだけなんだよ。
Oh, in that case, he told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick and he had some meds on hand. So maybe look for him there?
ありがとうね。
Reminder, if you let your SAM unit be eaten by wildlife, it voids the warranty.
薬を届ける話を隠す理由ってなんだろうね。近くの廃墟に来ました。町から離れてるし、ここに住むってかなり怪しい。突撃。あ、どうも。
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise! Please, come in. Come in.
お邪魔しま
I'm
す。
getting real bad fight or flight right now. Watch your step. People ain't this friendly outside city walls.
Nonsense. Out here in the wilderness, we welcome all who come to our door. Now come in, make yourselves comfortable.
ブラックストーンって何？聞き覚えは？
I'm afraid we don't get many visitors out here. The raptidons and marauders scare off all but the boldest. And if you've braved them, you must be exhausted. Why don't you stay for dinner?
話そらしてない？まあ知らないなら仕方がないけど。
I'm sure I would remember something like that. Now, quit fretting yourself about that. Make yourself at home. Dinner's almost ready.
Something ain't right about this.
同感だね。ちょっと探ってみるか。
Oh, hello there. You come for, dinner? Sorry, I'm not real good with, names. It just gets hard to remember things. I recall moments, feelings, but the details slip. Other times it's like there's fog. Sorry, have we talked about this before? That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
薬はこの人のためだったのかな？
What a pleasant surprise. And just when I was beginning to fear we'd seen the last of good company for a spell. Yet the Eternal provides, does it not? The Eternal does not desire that we huddle and hide, crowded in by walls. We all share the spark of the divine, and we were made to spread it across the stars. Out here, we are free. And even apart from society, the universe provides for us, as your being here proves. That they do. Though it's up to us to make the most of those opportunities, wouldn't you say? Look at me, prattling on as if this gravy is going to cook itself. Why don't you run along until we are ready for dinner?
宗教にどっぷりって感じ。目が怖いね。うわ、もう一人いた。
Oh, hi there. Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies?
何それ？
That's wonderful. There was this other man who used to bring them. Not anymore, though. I don't know. I'm not really supposed to talk to strangers.
目が泳いでいるし、落ち着かないのかな。なんでだろうね。
Mom and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again. And they worked. Now we feel better than ever. Mama says they're a gift from the Eternal. He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad at him for that. They went to have a talk with him. Afterwards, they said he wasn't coming back again. Okay. Maybe I'll see you at dinner.
Way she said that reminded me of a rat licking its chops. Be careful.
飛んじゃう飴ってことかな。薬中家族。ここ怪しい。先に下見よう。おっ
Hey,
と。
what are you doing in my room? Liar! You're trying to steal the last of my rocket candies, aren't you? The ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on it. Like the other man used to bring.
部屋に勝手に入ったら怒って当然だね。でもやめない。ここなんだろ。ちょいちょいっと。お。
Warning! At risk of overload. Too much spillage. Contaminant level too extreme. Warning! Warning!
Asshole.
これはやばい。
But what's this? You're tracking blood into the kitchen. Oh dear. You've been nosy, haven't you?
見つけたのバレてたか。
Of course not. What better end for the day than a meal around the family table? And what more noble purpose for you than to bring us together?
気高いね。
Now there's an intriguing prospect. Forgo the promise of a fine dinner now for others down the road. Martha, my dear, what do you say?
It seems the Eternal shall provide through our new friend.
And there we have it. Stop by any time, hmm?
納得したか。質より量ってことかな。
What do you think you're doing?
盗みは起こるんだ。
Just don't make any trouble for me, okay? Shh.
盗む必要はないか。さすがにステルスアタックにはならないよね。
Middle name.
自分がやられると怖がるなんて都合のいいやつだ。
They deserve to die so cruel.
Sanitization complete.
そうだね。少しは綺麗になったかな。
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
社員さんを見つけたんだけど、
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
ある意味そうだね。食べられちゃってたよ。
That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now. Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
頑張ってね。
Aha! The helpful stranger I've heard so much about. Here to do business, hmm? Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
話し方からにじみ出る成金臭。
Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
バカ社長と秘書がこれ。
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself?
そんな大層なもんじゃないよ。
Out at Devil's Peak? If you're headed that far, I see you've brought the right woman for the job.
Damn right.
But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna.
サルツナマグロは勘弁だね。
Oh, a shame. I'd been saving a bottle of iceberg-aged whiskey for an occasion like this. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. What can I do for you?
With the whole board, as a matter of fact.
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious. Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
A lot of good that'll do. They'll just find another reason to turn tail and abandon you.
Not if we secure the proper safeguards first.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's a two-pronged approach. The first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended. With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance. In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in, these days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, There should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Member required. Object is tuned to be specialist.
これが消してと頼まれたデータかな。おお、これは確かに消したいよね。しっかり頭に保存してからちゃんと消してあげよう。他の名前もある。この人が一番優秀だったんだね。3人は同期なのかな。評価が低いサンジャルが社長ってことは2人は死んでいるかもね。
Hello? Hello? I hear boots out there. Wait, can rats wear boots?
ガオー。
Get away! Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Mana Queen showed up. Then Raptidons. It was a void-blasted mess. I ran in here and, now the door's locked. Little help? Phew. Thanks, lady. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. Don't look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross.
うわ、要求スキル高すぎ。この時点でこんなに高くできるもんなのかな。てなわけで取ってきた。
Ah, phew. Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh, Hux?
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're traveling with someone. Never mind. Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy and... Hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend?
ところで、何かを忘れてないかな？
But I ain't got nothing on me. How's about a heaping helping of appreciation and respect?
文字通り物足りない。君は感謝を食べて生きているのかな？
That's true. Okay, fine. Here.
気をつけてね。
Thanks a lot, lady.
図らずもいいことをしてしまった。ボルト、想像とは違ったけど、ファンサービスとしては嬉しいかな。全然関係ないかもしれないけどね。
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Nyoka.
Sir, please stop.
Forgive me, Celia. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, what can I do for you?
社長の評価を見つった。
You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it. Oh, yes. No doubt someone else was having a laugh at my expense before you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them.
肝臓
Oh, one of the executives required a transplant. I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects. Apparently not. In charge of a scrap heap of a city. Abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners. I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else?
ボルト見つけた。
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less. What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
評議会のこととなると早口だよね。
Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them into offering us a seat at the table.
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea, it's definitely a firm middle finger.
That's what I like to hear. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Those bastards. Leave us to our perils, then come back just to reap what they can.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board. You really think so?
嬉しそう。
I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
尋問ならお任せ。
Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it? Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it. A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you.
そんなわけで MSI との友好を結んだところでここまで。さっきちらっと出てきた偶像崇拝者集団も気になるね。宗教団体はろくでもない場合が多いけど、どうかな。ではまた、バイバイ。
Ready when you are.